Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the open online lectures. Now we have the fourth one, and today we're going to talk about MarTech and digital marketing. And even though they do really seem very close to each other, we're trying to work with these terms and understand how to actually approach them and be in line and on the same page with other professionals you're working with. My name is Maggie, as usual, and here you can see a lot of links to something that I do in addition to the open lectures. And also on this slide, you can take a look at why am I here today with you and trying to share with you what I've learned so far during these 12 years. And you can just stop the recording and we'll go through it, but nevertheless, there's nothing new. I introduced myself in the first lecture. And we will just dive into the world of MarTech and its comparison with digital marketing. So I would like to ask you to just stop and think about what is MarTech for you and what is digital marketing in your understanding. So when it started, what does it refer to? Is it the same, or we just have two similar terms for the similar things? I mean, it's up to you to think about it. You can stop the recording, or you can just, write a bullet down of what it could be. And we will move on right now. Let's just begin with definitions. So first of all, we have digital marketing. And with digital marketing, it refers to any marketing method conducted through electronic devices which utilize some form of a computer, including online marketing efforts conducted on the internet. This is pretty straightforward, if you ask me. And additionally, the additional fact is that in the process of conducting digital marketing, a business might leverage websites, search engines, blogs, social media, video, email, and similar channels to reach customers. This is quite a full and thorough definition of digital marketing. It hasn't really changed much during all the time when we have digital marketing as a term. And this definition is taken from the website of American Marketing Association, which holds several very big international conferences. And we can certainly be able to trust this definition, and it's quite a clear way to define this term. In turn, MarTech describes the software marketers use to optimize their marketing efforts and achieve their objectives. It leverages technology to plan, execute, and measure campaigns and other marketing tactics. Tactics can be similar, can be different. And I took this from Amazon Ads website. As you may know, in retail, Amazon's been doing personalization and using technology throughout many years, even decades, and they're certainly one of the most reliable sources of this particular issue. As you can see from these two definitions, indeed you can argue maybe or have some critical comments on that because you may come across different definitions in other web pages or other sources. Nevertheless, this is something that helps us to structure these thoughts, these two terms, which could relate to something similar, but nevertheless could be much more straightforward in what we mean when we communicate with each other using these particular terms, for us not to be on different in different understandings. So why is this important? Let's take a look at that. We have digital marketing. Digital marketing is a very big part of marketing, and it becomes even essential, even necessary nowadays for any company to have any sort of benefits in their operations. And digital marketing is much more focused on strategy. It means that it helps us to structure and define what we do and help us to focus on the ways we first understand the need for digital marketing and where it leads us in terms of marketing goals, like retaining customers, increasing the brand awareness, and all that stuff. When we move forward, we can see here that we have MarTech within. Why? Because there is more focus on technology and software. Because when we talk about marketing, it starts with strategy. And very often strategy comes just, directly to people's marketers' brains. And it comes with a little bit of background work outside the use of marketing software. And on the borders, like partially within digital marketing and partially within MarTech, we have email marketing, because initially you need to strategize and understand whether you really need email marketing for your purposes, and then realize it through the tools within MarTech, through the software which you need. Search and optimization also comes with that particular point of view. Social media marketing, social media management, social media marketing, SMM, which is all over the place, because each company tries usually to have its presence online. And that's why it is also something that falls within digital marketing initially as the strategy, but further is realized through the online platforms. I don't know, the ones that belong to meta platforms like Facebook or Instagram or any other types of social media platform. And that one falls within the scope of MarTech. If we take an example of ad tech, which is a very popular term, advertising technology, it falls directly within marketing technology, because marketing technology meaning MarTech, because we focus more on the technology which is suitable to realize and to work through our advertising needs initiatives. And that's why ad tech, which implies focus on technology, helps us to understand which advertising platforms we need to use, whether we need to differentiate, whether we need these campaigns on different platforms, on one platform, what kind of measurement we can take outside this work, and whether it is something that we can estimate and measure, and how it falls within the broader scope of the company's digital marketing strategy. When we talk about strategy, once we just dive deeper into this categorization, we have a first step in digital marketing, in strategy. We have a vision, why we do this, why do we want this. Then a clear scope and defined set of responsibilities. Whether you work, if you work within the team, generally you need to know who's responsible for what. If you work alone, for example, in the beginning of the work, it's clear that you need a plan for yourself, what to do first and then what to do next. A detailed roadmap. A detailed roadmap can be written in a form of deadlines, in the form of Gantt chart, or something that is within there in your company or any software that you use. And that is exactly when the MarTech comes in hand, because it helps you to narrow down into the technology that you're going to use, whether you advertise or if you register an account for your company, the social media network or whatever. And that is exactly when MarTech appears in your communication, in your work. And then, of course, an assessment, which is both from the strategy standpoint and also from the numbers and quantitative information that you get after you realize all your MarTech related activities. And this is taken from and based on the article of Gartner, also a very nice source if you're interested to check out all of that. I'm more than welcome to do that. So we now covered that, but a question remains: why? Why do we need this? Why do I personally, as a lecturer and educator and person who works with academic and practical side, think it's really important to discuss the term definition, especially in marketing? Why is it so important? We need to remember every time that we come from different backgrounds. We come from different languages. Our native languages are different. And we usually, and we can maybe begin learning something in one language and then try to also improve our career through another language that we use. And that's why it's really crucial to know what the terms that you use refer to. And sometimes throughout all these 12 years of my career, I realized that within working with students and also working with companies, representatives, we usually encounter the problem that people use the terms, but they mean different ideas. And even if you, for example, don't really agree with what I've presented you so far, we still can be able to remember this first point of communication of how do we define what exactly. It's not like make a digital strategy for me, but it's let's see where MarTech falls within it, or let's use it somewhere else. So, for example, this definition of what we do, how we strategize, how we put the strategy, is also something that helps us to find the common ground in what we're going to do. So it starts with definition of the term, what we expect from the counterpart to actually do for us, with us. And I strongly believe in clarifying the meaning behind the terms we use in marketing-related communication to always be on the same page, as our backgrounds and native languages are usually different. So I want a digital marketing plan is different than I want a MarTech plan. Is different from I want a social media marketing plan. So, and the analytics of digital marketing, the analytics of the MarTech use, the analytics from the social engine optimization from SEO. These are different concepts. You might already know that, but at the same time, there are also wonderful people who want to go to the fascinating field of MarTech. And that's why it's really important to first start with understanding of what we work with. Here are the sources which I used. They're also going to be in the description of this video. And this is for this online open lecture number 4 on MarTech and Digital Marketing. And I think that it is a very nice foundation to think about these terms, to further have for us this starting point. The first step in further online open lectures, we're going to dive deeper into the tools through which we can get better results using marketing, digital marketing, or whatever type of marketing we are inclined to use. But nevertheless, this is the core, what I wanted to present to you, and this image of these circles is something that I've been trying, I did myself and tried to, make it as clearly visual as possible. If you agree with that, please let me know. If you don't, also please leave a comment, because I love these discussions. And here through the QR code, you can see that there is a lot of information on my website, my blog, and also I'm going to add useful information in addition to that. Also links to my social networks, network platforms if you're interested in joining. Also, there are several open lectures, both online, and they're not yet offline, but if you're interested in that, please let me know. Also, we have more talks. This is a speaking club format where we discuss interesting MarTech related concepts. And also, I've created a MarTech guide for everyone who begins their life, their work, their development within the field of MarTech. And if you'd like to check out what's going on there, what are the trends, what to learn, where to learn, how to learn, please also check this out. So without further ado, thanks a lot. I really wish you great success in your MarTech development, digital marketing for the development. So thanks a lot. It was Maggie, and I hope to see you in the future and the following open lectures and other ways for us to communicate. So thank you very much. Nahondis.